What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of the ITSF podcast. I'm not gonna lie, now that it's not 2 o'clock in the morning, I can be as loud as I fucking want. Trying to record that shit while being quiet. That shit was hard. But, no, what's going on? I am Jay Toussaint, adult creator, film producer, and manager. You know, I try to be at least. Then I'm joined by my brother King Kase Woodz, upcoming music creator,
What's good?
creative
What's
mind.
good?
The one man army ain't shit gonna stop this nigga because fuck it anyway.
Yeah, nah, for real.
But no, what's going on? What's going on? What you been up to this week?
Shit, working on my car, bro. Shoot, so like my car been down for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I've been working on this motherfucker. Now I'm basically in like the middle of the engine and shit. About to take out the cylinder head. I'll be halfway through the engine and shit. I'm doing shit people
Nah,
go to
you got
school for.
that. I'm sorry, you got that shit.
Yeah,
Man, I'm telling
Chat GPT. Hey, shout out Chat GPT. That motherfucker be helping me out like a motherfucker.
you. Oh, actually, that is a very good. We gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that in a little bit, but we're gonna still talk about the week. So nah, man, like I was telling you, I had to change that throttle body on my car. That took me. Everybody was saying, it's like, oh, it should only take you 15 minutes. It should be like no longer than an hour, if that. The times just kept going up. So then by the time I got to do it, bro, it took all damn day, because first we had to take it apart. We ordered the piece, and it finally came. And then, like I was telling you, that little bracket on the back to actually take the throttle body off. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, this shit was rough. Honestly, I don't. What did I do this week? I think I did nothing but work. I'm not gonna lie. I did like a. I wouldn't even call it necessarily a shift since I work from home, but it's like I was waiting all
I
day,
mean, nigga,
bro.
I've been working some 8 hour shifts, some 9 to 5 type shit.
No, nigga, I started at like 8 o'clock. I didn't get off of work until 11.
Shit.
Yeah, and it's just like you would think, for like, even though you're at home, like, oh, you still be able to move around, do whatever. Nah, bro, shit was going south. shit was going south. So I was kind of glued to that computer all day, sitting there calling people, pinging people. Hey, we need this, we need that. This is broken. What's going on, bro? Then we finally get it. Now we got to do what we originally was set out to do before everything started going south. So then everybody, like with the different teams and whatnot, they all located in different time zones and areas. So they ended up clocking off, left. Like, I guess for them it must have been like 2 or 3 something o'clock in the morning, and I'm the only nigga left. Like, why?
What
Why
the
does
fuck? I would have been tweaking.
why does being good at your job always come with more work? And like, I understand that. Oh, they say with great power comes
I'm
great
dead.
responsibility, or whatever. They always try to give you the Uncle Ben the Uncle Ben quote.
Dead.
But nah, man. So then I started at like I started the real work at like 3, and then didn't get off until 11 because we kept started and restarted and restarted. That's why I hate computers. Computers are always doomed to fail. I don't care what type of AI they throw in there, bro. All it takes is one wrong period, one wrong comma. That shit gonna break. Over with. It
You
may be
talking about
able
like the
to.
codes and shit?
Yeah, because it's like it's different when it's like it's analyzing code versus it's like own internal code, like Rock and whatnot, bro. You see, we gonna get into AI this episode. So um let's start with I'm gonna call it the world in the week. This is the world in the week section. So
I'm dead.
I'm not sure if y'all know, but Mr. 1738 himself was finally released from prison.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, baby.
my nigga Fetty Wap got released, bro.
1738.
Oh my god, I was like, it was been so long, I even forgot about him. I was like, damn, where is this nigga?
Oh, I ain't forget about that motherfucker.
No, it's like I remembered him. I was like, I don't remember where he was. I didn't know he went to jail. I thought he just started taking time off
Oh, not
music.
jail, nigga. Prison,
Oh well, yeah,
prison, nigga. He
prison.
went to prison. Drug
What did he go to
charges off
prison
like
for?
fentanyl, heroin, and some other shit.
Oh, Fetty Wap was setting Fetty.
You know what? Let's look this up real quick.
What's that nigga's
What did
charges?
Fetty Wap go to prison for? Yeah, what?
I said, what that nigga go to prison for? What that nigga do?
Trafficking illegal drugs.
Ah, so he got caught up. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's unfortunate. Hopefully he gets back to making music. I feel like he'd definitely be able to bounce back out of everybody. He had everybody saying 1738 in the remember. Bro, the fact that it's like at the end of the song too, so it's just like you gotta go, like if that's the one part you have to hear, you have to skip all to the end of the song. Only says it was throughout that whole song. All right.
Baby, would you come my way?
Wait.
That
You
shit
got
hit.
something
That
I
shit still.
want to say. I'm telling you.
Tuesday. Hey, shout out Fetty Wap. You know what I'm saying? 1738. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I'm telling you. Okay. So with Fetty Wap being released, there's also somebody else who's making a comeback. I'm not sure if you know.
Ooh.
Pitbull.
Oh, I did not know. Where the fuck he been
No,
at? He was
nigga.
locked up
So
for what?
he had this episode or something, like this podcast that he was on. This nigga said that he's so popular, you can Google Pitbull and he'll come up before the dog.
Damn.
I'm about to try that shit right now. Hold on. Pitbull. Dead ass. Dead ass.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
no, that nigga can talk his shit for real. No, he dead ass.
That's tight though. I ain't gonna lie. That's tight as fuck.
Tell you, bro, that shit. Um. Oh, actually, speaking of music, so where are we at with the album?
Nigga. Trouble after trouble in my way. But shit. You tell you, bro, having some copyright issues. Like they didn't flag like 4 different songs and shit for different reasons. Some shit ain't even have to do with anything that I did with the song or anything like that.
Yeah,
But
wasn't it like
like they changing copyright.
it was like somebody else's issue, but then they still made it yours or something like that?
Yeah, bro. Two different parties going to court over this beat and shit. And they said until that shit is solved, niggas can't release. Like nobody can use that beat whatsoever at all. Like nobody, not even just.
Dang.
So it's like it seems like the copyright rules are changing or some shit. Sample the not even sample, nigga. I just use literally the intro of the Saturday Love, the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday
Mm-hmm.
Love. You know what I'm saying? That one. Not just like literally like 10 seconds, bro. Flag me for that shit. They said that I gotta hit up
Damn.
the producer and all this other shit to buy the beat and all. I'm like, bro, that shit is over 15 years old. There should not be no copyright infringement over anything that was 15 years old. That was the original agreement with all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why
But
so
you
many people
see,
was able to use so many.
I think it's also because it's just
You
like,
talking about?
everything is streaming now, so it's just like typically whenever they would do like the
That was
beaches,
another thing.
so they probably won't. I mean, they probably still get
That's
money
another
off of
thing.
that,
Like
even off of
TikTok and
Spotify.
all that shit. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Like on TikTok and shit, they TikTok is the reason why they started this shit. Remember, people started releasing music and doing little snippets off TikTok and shit with unreleased music, so they started pressing copyright issues on TikTok. TikTok started that whole flow with shit, so now it's on TikTok, Spotify. Go check SoundCloud. Even on SoundCloud, they starting to have copyright issues. Nigga, when have you ever heard of SoundCloud having copyright issues, bro? That's
Yeah,
that's that's non-monetization. You know what I'm saying? That's non-profit creations right there. Like that's the whole reason why people blew up off SoundCloud before, you know what I'm saying, before everything else came. You know what I'm saying? Because all that shit was free.
right.
You know what I mean? Like the only thing you really pay for is like all the extra shit. But 9 times out of 10, niggas didn't need the extra shit to drop some music on SoundCloud.
Nigga, I didn't heard some shit on SoundCloud, bro. I didn't heard
Yeah, I'm
some.
saying, bro, that's like they got so many people that's in the term like SoundCloud rappers like Lil Pump, uh, XXX Tentacion, who else? Ski Mask,
Yeah, a lot of them niggas.
uh, Hulk. You know, like a lot of them, like that whole era was an era of SoundCloud rappers because everybody blew up off that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all of them like use samples and anything like that, but like a lot of people, like say for instance, Lil Tyler, that motherfucker made shit off BandLab and shit. You know what I'm saying? He still used BandLab and all that. You know what I'm saying? So even when using BandLab, still got copyrights on that shit. You know what I'm
Dang.
saying? Like not even going to no major studio or anything, still got copyrights on that shit. You know what I mean?
And
So,
see, I
like,
thought it was
it's like, you know what
like,
I'm saying, it's thing, but it's just shit I got to work through, you know what I'm saying? The album's still coming, I'm still working on shit, I ain't gave up on nothing.
and I thought it was just like, I know it's on YouTube, but it's like, I thought you can use like not up to 30 seconds or something like that. I know that what YouTube is like, you can use up to 30 seconds or like up to 15 depending on the song. But I thought as long as it was anywhere under 10, and it's like, I guess when like even when they were saying like it's cheaper to like use a whole song unedited versus using like samples and shit. So it's like, okay, so how much do they be charging for them samples? Like just a sample.
Exactly, they said I gotta buy the whole beat to use the intro that don't even really bro, peep this. They said I gotta buy the whole beat to use just the intro, nigga, that don't even got a beat.
Dang. You mean tell me all the
Nigga,
rappers
just go
this is what all the rappers do?
that's what they all gotta do.
So then even if you buy the beat,
That's
so what's
probably
the
why
difference from you buying the beat and then the beat or the sample being cleared?
somebody dropping it before you, literally. Like, if somebody can get access to that shit before you, before they have the copyright issue, because until they press the copyright issue, all that shit up for grabs. You see what I'm
Mm,
saying? The moment somebody drop that shit, it catches their attention. They be like, "All right, that's gonna be the last motherfucker that's gonna do that shit with my shit. Pay for it. Copyright infringement."
yeah.
That's how it starts. And that's
Cuz
what
I
I
know
said.
that's the
TikTok
same
started
thing.
this shit, bro.
I know that's like the same thing with like OnlyFans and whatnot. And oh, actually, that's another thing we're gonna get into. But no, like so with like OnlyFans and like whatnot, all their Twitter stuff, all the stuff that they put out, Reddit, wherever. You can do like a DMCA, and then they have to take it down because it's your intellectual property, and then it's like the digital and like anything you create digitally, so it's like your music anywhere. So honestly, I don't even think they would need to do that. They probably just slap them with a DMCA and call it a day. I might have to do one
What's the
myself, to be
DMCA?
honest. It's let me actually Google.
Don't mention my motherfucking name, CA or something.
Yeah. I had to send one out the other day because you have a it's like a cease and desist letter. Hold on. DMCA meaning. Yeah, because I could not tell you that shit off the top of my head. Fuck no. All I know is Digital Millennium Copyright Act is a U.S. law from 1998 that updates copyright protections for the digital age, primarily by providing a notice and takedown system for online infringement, protecting online service providers from liability if they comply, and criminalizing the circumvention of digital locks on copyrighted works. Simple terms, it's a legal framework that allows copyright holders, artists, musicians, studios, to demand removal of their contents, which could be movies, music, software, shared illegally online, and protects platforms like YouTube from being sued from user. So, Digital Millennium Act. And then it's like
Lot.
$100 for that bitch too. So it's just like that ain't no light service. They gonna make sure it gets taken down, and it gets taken down, guaranteed.
Edit that part out.
Oh yeah, no, all this is we going I'm gonna make it look nice. No, so it's like it's a certain way that you have to set it up because that's what I was going to try and figure out for like the hotline and whatnot, is trying to make it to where if they call in, then we both will be able to hear and talk to them. But I figure it may just be easier if we maintained a Discord. So then one will be
Yeah,
able
that's what I've been getting people to do. Anybody that's interested in being a guest star, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make a
Discord.
Discord. That's what I'm telling you. It's just easy. It's just easy.
So funny enough, this is actually going to be this Discord that we're using now. I will be going ahead and dropping that link within the YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching. We appreciate it. Also, update on the what is it, on the merch. The merch is on its way. We have the link ready for you to go ahead and sign up for the newsletter for when we drop. Just remember that this is kind of like the founders edition. So, you know, anything that we release now would be for a limited time, and then we gon' you know, that's gonna be the end of that for a little bit. You know, we gonna reassess and see what we want to do. But we'll get back into the topics. You know, just our conversation. Sorry about that.
Hey, you good? You good? You good? That's all. It's all news they need to do.
But back to the OnlyFans thing. Did you hear that Florida is trying to slap a quote unquote sin tax on OnlyFans? So it's just like they're already taxed on the platform itself. So it's just like I think OnlyFans take like a 10 something percent cut. So if you get like, say you get $5, right? They taking $2 of them dollars for themselves. So that's like what, 40%, something like that. Because if you double that, whatever.
Don't ask me shit.
I
No, I didn't, my boy.
I can't even
And it
say
sound
two. I
like a
ain't really
nice,
do
pretty
math.
penny, though. I tell you what.
Yeah, but then if they try to slap on a tax on that, but it's like you can try, but it's like not everybody makes the same amount. Because I feel like it's the same thing with I call it the social media syndrome. To basically everybody that got money is online, and you know they doing what for themselves because that's all they got shit to do is be online. That's how they make their money, right? So for that's only
Right.
like a good handful of people versus the other people, you know, just like artists, just like other content creators that are still up and coming. Nigga, you think everybody on OnlyFans making $1 million?
Fuck no.
That's
Hell
what
no.
that's what I'm saying.
Hell
So it feels like it's kind of trying to tax the billionaires of the OnlyFans, but they only millionaires. They ain't even got that much money.
no. That's crazy.
Like I feel like if you really break down like how much they're making, bro, it's literally just like just slightly above a 9 to 5 for a good percentage of them.
But slicking the pecker is crazy.
Hey, now I'm not saying it doesn't pay if you put in the work, but I mean you going to put in the work because it's a one man team. You gotta figure out, you know, if you shooting with people, you gotta get them tested, get you tested, get the ID, get the consent form. That's the only way you can make sure that they can't, you know, like the DMCA. That's the only way you
Ain't even
can.
that serious for me, big dog.
Nah,
It ain't
it's
even that serious.
no,
Yeah, I
bro. When
couldn't do it.
you start seeing the way some of them people move, yeah, it's gonna be absolutely necessary. I'm telling
No, that's exactly why I said
you,
that's because I know how the motherfucker
bro.
nasty motherfucker. I seen the post earlier, right? This nigga was telling his story about how he took this bitch out, right? Met her on Facebook date. I'm crying. Hey, shout out Facebook dating for ruin lives anyway. But this motherfucker say he met her on Facebook date and didn't say no names or anything, but took Shorty out to a game, took her out to eat. They went back to vibe, chill, smoke, drink, all that shit. Rolling them for one kiss. Next morning, bro, whole face blew the fuck up with bumps and shit. Forgot syphilis, nigga. Nigga got all that shit.
yo,
Yeah,
and
let me
see,
see if I can find that shit. Let me see if I
that's why I'm like, I, even though I do OnlyFans, like I kissing. You gotta get the full workup if I'm gonna put my lips on you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not
It will.
risking nothing.
I can't find that shit. I ain't about to send a picture.
I be alright. But
Yeah, bro. Fuck that nigga life up. He gonna talk about something on Facebook. What do I have? I was like, nigga, a doctor's appointment.
nigga, a life-threatening condition. Tell you, bro.
Yeah, like I said, shout out Facebook dating for ruining lives.
Shout out Facebook Day. Okay. We got a couple more topics for the world of the week, and then we can go ahead and hop into the 2-minute testimony. So we'll go ahead and talk about, it's a big buzzword. Let's go ahead and talk about AI. Let's get into it. So what are your honest thoughts about AI?
Honestly, like, say for instance, if it's to like help people like me learn shit, like say for instance, I want to go to school for mechanics, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go in that bitch motherfucking like not knowing shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I went to Chat GPT and it pretty much gave me uh pretty much mechanic knowledge for dummies. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's the
I
shortest
remember
way I
them
can put
books.
it.
It was like what,
Uh,
Coding for Dummies?
right,
Yeah. I
right,
remember them
right. You know what
books.
I'm saying? So so long story short, it only took me 2 weeks to get into the middle of my intern. And I only say 2 weeks because it be cold outside and you got me fucked up. I'm from
Yeah.
the south, you know what I'm
Life
saying?
life be
95
life
degrees
be
out there.
lifing.
But like yeah, you know what I'm
Didn't
saying?
y'all get
So
like
like I already
y'all
got the
said
full
14 inches of snow?
nigga, nigga, come to find out somebody put a meter stick in that bitch. I mean the measuring stick. I think they said we got up to like 2 feet, 24 inches, bro. Yeah, yes. Got a picture of that shit. They tried to
That's
say 14 inches. Nigga, I put my foot in that motherfucker. That shit went damn near to my motherfucking knee, nigga. I'm like, nah, 14 inches my ass, nigga. What the fuck? I was out there trying to shuffle that shit. Nigga, I could have made an igloo in that bitch. What the fuck?
Nah. See, I missed the snow a little bit, not that much. Not enough for that. But no, I
I was
feel
about,
like
we was talking about,
AI.
my fault, go ahead.
No, I feel like with AI it's half and half because with me being growing up playing Halo, everybody knew Cortana, the digital bay. Yeah, she was
Yeah,
for her to be a
yeah,
hologram. She
yeah.
was she was
Hey,
she
first off,
was
before you finish, hey, fuck Halo for all these goddamn updates and downloads, bro. I ain't been able to play my shit in like 2 weeks. Goddamn. That
crying.
what you saying?
No, with Cortana, no. I feel like if we get AI to where it's like, okay, do I want AI to have a personality? Kind of, because it's just like we if it's gonna be here, because let's be honest, it ain't going nowhere. It's not like it's some type of small project to where because I'm trying to think, what was it, like Metaverse from Facebook or whatever, how they're completely dropping that for AI.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like AI is a little bit more widespread than we would like to admit, because it's like all it takes is for somebody to be able to run that shit themselves, and that shit over with. Over with.
Mhm.
They won't need to, they'll have their own little data center, graphics cards, whatever they need, and then they gonna do what they do, because that's the way the world works, unfortunately. All it takes is one motherfucker to have an idea and be good enough with that idea, shit changes.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like, I was just about to say, like, first part, that was like the first part was the first half of like how I feel about it. The second half, it's like say for instance, music. Motherfuckers is using AI to write their lyrics. They taking the hard work out of music. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's I feel like we should have some type of laws against that type of shit because there's people like me that's busting our ass, putting hard work and time into this shit. My niggas can't even think about their own lyrics, but use AI for that shit. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I think that's just people being fucking lazy. You know what I mean? And then secondly, the job situation. They're trying to have AI take over a lot of jobs, trying to put a lot of people out of jobs, out of work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, like people taking the cheap road with AI. You see what I'm saying? They trying to make AI do most of the work while they just sit back and get like, you know what I mean? They just being lazy. But that goes for both parties I just said. You know what I'm saying? They just want AI to do most of the work while they get paid.
Right? Cause what isn't it like on Spotify? They got like the AI artists and whatnot. So it's not even just the lyrics, nigga. It could be the lyrics, the beat, and the vocals. Literally all that shit AI generated. So it's like, why are we using
AI can't even make your vocals and shit. Yeah.
why are we even using AI for the fun stuff? This is supposed to be shit that we do for fun. Like I know niggas do it for money and they'll do it for whatever reasons, but it's just like they do it because it's in their heart, nigga. You just did that shit to be like, oh, I just threw that shit on there. Oh, like bro, you know that the fireplace YouTube video that's been like it's like a live stream that just constantly been running for like the past 10 to 15 years. It's literally just bro. So with YouTube, you know how like everybody has like their sleep sounds and you know different shit like that that they be playing to go to sleep and whatnot. There's a live stream of a fireplace that is running 24/7, and it's been running that way I think for like the past 10 to 15 years. They said that nigga has made over $1 million, over $1 million, just running that shit 24/7. Who? First off, your computer like never goes off.
Like live, you running it on YouTube live.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's just like the lo-fi music girl or the you know all that different stuff. You know, I feel like it's AI should take the hard parts out, but it shouldn't do the job for you. So if it's like it's managing like the small stuff that you may forget about, you know, or if you know you need more information, that's really how you get the most out of AI. Yeah, I know they talk about you know it's getting smarter and whatnot. Oh, you have the choice to use it. Honestly, I don't. It's integrated with my work computer. You know, Microsoft Teams. It's in there, like to the point where they can add it to a meeting.
You really got a choice, but you ain't got a choice to use it.
Right, because I mean, if you work in any type of tech, you're gonna have to at least learn about it, learn how to navigate it.
It's already put into that shit.
Right. So, I mean, and then it's just like I know you talk about like the with Chat GPT. It's like the different stuff that you can like the different modes and whatnot. Microsoft has that too, so it's like that the smart. Yeah, there's like the smarter thing. You know, change it to oriented. You know, I mean, I'd admit I've been fuck out of it a little bit. You know, not for anything. You know. Personal or you know like anything like that, but you know just to see how it operates, because I've always been one to where it's just like I'm not about to judge anything up until I've seen it, done it, touched it, whatever. I want to know myself with bro that co-pilot already. Co-pilot is smart as shit, smart as fuck. To the point you can
I haven't tried Copilot yet.
You could do the same thing with Chat GPT. So it's like is really what. So you know how the term crap in crap out. You know if you put in shitty shit, you're gonna get shitty shit. So the better prompt that you have, then the better that the AI knows to respond. Right. So you get different. You can dictate to what answers you get. That's the one part. You can dictate the answers that you get. Key on that, right? So if you tell them to have a specific view on the situation, they'll give you answers like you're talking to somebody from that area. So it's just like with me, I'm trying to learn Spanish. So I told Copilot, hey, I want you to talk to me like you were bilingual, switching back and forth from English to Spanish. But I want it to be oriented for the workplace and be, professional. Bro, tell me why literally it was going through breaking everything down. It's just like, I can't remember. I'm terrible with Spanish. Like, but just know it was going back and forth. And it was like, yeah, it'll actually, if you know what to ask, it'll give you a good answer. But you got to know how to ask it. But
Shit crazy, bro. They just like you said, like a lot of people I just think it's pretty much a big shortcut for a lot of people. Like a lot of people that are already how can I say it? For people that don't got a lot of money, they using it to come up. For people who do got a lot of money, they using it to kick back and get more money.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's really all it came down to, because when everybody started investing in AI, the only thing that them corporations saw was shortcuts. That is it.
Yeah. See,
If you think
yeah,
it's anything else, you were delusional. They saw shortcuts.
yeah. Well, shit, we can use that to start our 2 minute testimony. It just started right now for me. I will go with like, say for instance, I've been taking like Ubers and Met rides, and he asked me about what I do in my life and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I tell him everything, being the father of a newborn, getting back to work, working on music, working on the clothing brand, the merch, all that shit. You know what I mean? Like they just like, damn man, how you find time to juggle all that? I should. Sometimes I'll be sitting there asking myself, like, I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? But I don't be taking no shortcuts like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what's your take on that?
Dang, nigga, you still got minute 35. Keep going.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm gonna have you respond, and then I'm gonna respond again.
Yeah, juggling shit, taking the shortcut. I'm not gonna lie. If there is a way to do it easier, I'm all for doing easier. But work smarter if you don't have to work harder. But work harder if working smarter ain't working.
Yeah. My thing is that I just feel like when you take shortcuts and shit, like you don't learn that. You know what I'm saying? Just like back on the last episode when I talked about the perfectionist. If you don't allow yourself to make mistakes, how you gonna learn shit? If you allow an AI system just to do everything that you want to do, say for instance, everything go from digital to hand and pen and paper and shit, you ain't gonna know shit.
True.
You know what I mean? So that's why I like to put in my hard work and shit. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it more worth it.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
So yeah, like bottom my conclusion with my 2 minute testimony is just like even if they got shortcuts, bro, not every shortcut is meant to be taken. A lot of these roads and paths are meant for us to take so it can build our character, build our patience and all this other stuff. So to anybody that's looking for a shortcut, hey, sometimes you gotta go through the thick and thin to reach the goal. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes they ain't no shortcut.
Right, that was a good 2 minutes, right? That was a
Yeah,
good
you
two
got
minutes of time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So
That was pretty good. I like
that
that.
was,
That
that
was
was
pretty
that was
good.
pretty good. Okay, I guess I'll go into my 2 minute testimony about AI.
Well, hold on. Let me. Ready? Oh,
Okay, so I feel like it's as simple as this. AI should be a tool to enhance our life, not a tool to replace it, right? So if there's anything that AI could teach you, help you with, even if you're struggling with it, not necessarily, doing the work for you. That's what I do not believe it should do. But I believe it should make the work just slightly easier, because you still gonna have to struggle and learn. It's not like you just go pop off knowing some shit like, oh, you had AI create you 1,000 songs and whatnot. Those songs still have to be, promoted. They still have to be pushed out. They still have to be advertised, marketing, branding. You still got all that you got to do. So even regardless if you're using AI to do it for you, you gonna have to be still, putting in the prompts to making sure that it's doing everything that it's supposed to do, that it's coming out right, that is matching up your vision. And I feel like that's what AI should be for. The intellectual one. Now generative AI, just like, and then this is what I prophesized, but generative generative AI is really like the brain rot of AI, because if you're using AI to, generate pictures of people, generate different videos and different stuff to upload on
That shit
TikTok
weird.
and whatnot, bro, it's like I guess sometimes it is funny, but if you really think about it, a lot of that's is mainly artists, content creators, and everybody else that's at risk is all the generative AI. So that goes with music, that goes with designs, that goes with editing, that goes with everything. Like I feel like it shouldn't be generative. I feel like we should slap it to regulation hell, be done with it, and let me get my Cortana. Damn it, give me my hologram, give me my hologram companion, and that's my that's my 2 minutes.
Although I didn't get to put in the 2 cents for the 30 seconds, it's all right.
my,
My
my,
mind is split on that. It's just, nah, you was going in. You said some real shit. Something like I said, it's shit people need to hear because, like, yo, you don't want to be part of like the sheep herd. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the wolves hunting. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
that's the best way I could put it. Because what you want to do, you want to sit there and wait for shit to go south, or you want to be the one making shit go south for everybody else because you on your shit. That's all. That's practically all a wolf do. Think about it. Think about it. All the shit that wolves do, like fucking up farms and all this other shit, you know
Stealing
what I'm saying? It's
chickens.
because wolves yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's because wolves be on they shit, you know what I'm saying? They gotta feed they pack, they gotta feed they little babies and shit, you know what I'm saying? Also, like, if you on their shit, you can't blame somebody else for being on their shit and they catch you lacking. That's just like in the hood, that's just like anywhere else, that's just like work. You know what I'm saying? If somebody take your job or something, they have to be doing something better than you unless they suck and dig in the back office or something, you know what I'm
Cry.
saying? Hey, till you stay home, motherfucker.
Hey,
If the shoe fit, motherfucker,
where they be?
that's just how it is. That's how I see shit.
I'm crying. So if you gotta put them two knees to work at your job to get that promotion, if the shoe fits,
I could You ain't about to diddy me, bitch. About to diddy bop
crying.
me, bitch.
Did anybody ever figure out why he needed so many baby oils?
Bro, that shit had drugs in it.
Yeah, I heard that, but I
All
didn't.
that,
I'm
like,
not.
yeah. Nah, bro, it was real. They tested that shit. That shit had practically like, the drug, like the roofie drugs and shit like that. Yeah, they had some of that shit in the baby oil, and then like instead of like popping it like a pill, it seeps into your pores and shit. That's how people got fucked up. It's
Oh, is that
it's
like
almost like
I think it's like the little napkin thing that they try and do. So they pour it on like the napkin and try to stick it on women's doors and whatnot.
oh, you talking about chloroform? No, 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 no.
No, no,
It's
not
like I mean,
chloroform, not
it's
like
like
not like the over the nose, but there was a story a while back from the lady on the radio. She called in and was telling her story about it's like it's literally a trafficking scheme. Hey, for all my women out there, this is definitely a heads up to
oh,
y'all.
be careful, man. Motherfuckers is
Y'all,
weird.
we gonna do our best to protect y'all, but if y'all see some shit, call that shit out, because it's basically like a napkin with like some sort of drug or some shit that they put on there, and then they'll stick it like on their door, so that when they go to take it off, it gets stuck on their skin. And bro, she said that she started having it started getting bad for her. She had to be rushed to the hospital. They had to give her
That
medication.
sound like some motherfucking fentanyl.
Bro, through her skin. She didn't even ingest none of it.
Yes.
Literally through her
Oh, yes,
skin.
bro. That's how strong fentanyl is, nigga. You didn't know that? Bruh,
Oh,
you say for instance somebody yeah, so say for instance somebody smoke a fentanyl, right? If you walk in that cloud, you just might die. Dead ass.
so how do people be strong enough to take it? That's just they tolerance.
I have some people, yeah, so building the tolerance off other substances. Yeah. But if you say for instance, if you somebody that got asthma, even if say for instance somebody smoked a pill and that shit was like 30 minutes before you even came, even just the aroma of that shit still roaming, it can get you contact. That's why when they bust people with fentanyl pills, they wear masks. 'Cause even masks and gloves because that shit can seep through your pores. It's almost like cocaine, nigga.
Dang, I
Yes,
didn't
bro, but
know.
10 times stronger and 10 times more dangerous. But what's crazy is this is the crazy part. This is the crazy part. Y'all, the medical field is crazy for this. They use fentanyl. My shorty had our baby not so long ago, and
Hold
I
on,
was
you.
like, hey, yo, like, why?
Hold on. You can
Why you not- you hear
restart
me?
about the having a baby.
All right, so the crazy part is like the medical field. They using that shit in the medical field. You know what I'm saying? My shorty had just had a baby not too long ago on the December 17th and all that. Shout out my little biz. But they told me that they gave her fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
Lil
like the
Man, like
drip.
they're like Lil Man came so fast. Yeah, yeah. They gave like Lil Man came so fast. They ain't have no time to like give her other meds and shit. So they gave her fentanyl and shit. It was just a little bit, but even then, I'm just like they ain't never asked us about that shit. You know what I mean? Like I would have been like, nah, something else. You feel me? So, but yeah, it's just weird, bro. So yeah, it just depends on like tolerance, how much your body can take. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit is extremely deadly, bro. That shit
Cause,
is extremely deadly.
Cause I know it's just like the I forgot what like the insert the little thing that they stick in their back. I forgot what that's called.
Dude,
Yeah, the epidural. I know that with the epidural, like maybe that's how they do it, but I know it's like it's a very thin stream that goes through to help alleviate with the pain and everything. But I don't even think it's not like a little medical bag drip for the IV and everything. No, it's like it's much smaller than that. So
and that shit, I think it's still dangerous, like especially for pregnant ladies. Making them
yeah,
like look kind of wild. You feel me? They said, for instance, if they gave her a little bit too much, it would have been over with.
yeah,
You know,
definitely
so
feel that.
that could be a problem. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's weird, but they also say like Adderall is a form of cocaine and shit. You
Yeah.
know, so it's just all a bunch of different type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Now they trying to use mushrooms as medicine and type shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like back in the old days, and shit. So like all the shit that they deemed illegal is legal in this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how that makes sense?
They make the rules.
Yeah, they want a penny off of it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You get 100 motherfuckers give you a penny, then shit, you got a
Nigga,
dollar.
penny a penny saved or a penny found is a penny saved or something like that. I don't remember how that saying go. Okay.
I have a penny.
Let's let's get into my favorite factor crap. So what is it? Today is the 17th. So we got a couple of nice questions that we can ask. Okay. Now these are the ones that I did know some of these when I checked, but we gonna see if you can get the first record of rhinoplasty or surgically altering the shape and size of a nose can be attributed to Gaspar Tagliacozzi. It's an Italian. Can't do that. An Italian dentist in 1597. So basically, the first nose job was done in 1597. Back to crap.
Honestly, I could believe that because back then, like in different cultures, you know what I'm saying? They're like people took beauty very serious. Like corsets, there's women who used to break their ribs to make sure their waist was small and they had that perfect Barbie shape before Barbie was even think about that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the cowboy days, before TV, before any of that, they already had that shit. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Especially in the whorehouses. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hey, like what J May said, do your research.
Right.
But but yeah, I'm gonna say that's a fact because motherfuckers was also weird back then too. Motherfuckers was very experimental. They still is these days, but back then they was just on some top notch shit because like cops can catch them. You know what I'm saying?
You ready? You ready for it?
Yeah, back to crap.
It's crap. The first recorded rhinoplasty can be traced to ancient Egypt and India about 1500 BC. Mummy knows best.
Hey, so technically I was right. So
You was
technically, I
on.
was right because I said
You just got to go a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot of bit earlier, 1500 BC. But you was right. You about the history of being beauty and everything. Yeah, for sure. You was right on the nose.
do your research. So we gonna do that. We gonna call that a tie because I was right on that one, but also wrong.
Me
You know what
search
I'm
over research.
saying? I'm dead. I'm God.
All right. Fact or crap? British Prime Minister Winston Churchill once said, "The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter." Call the niggas dumb as fuck. 5 minutes?
I don't know. I'm gonna say. You said Winston Churchill. Who
Yep.
is he? Is he like a professor or something?
Well, British Prime Minister, so it's like they president, they representative.
Right. Uh, I mean, if he's talking about voters and stuff, I'm gonna say fact. 'Cause if he was like a president or whatever, a form of a president or leader or whatnot, worried about voters, then yeah, that's something a leader would say.
Ready for it?
Yeah,
Crap. We'll bury this one. The quote
ain't that
first
a bitch?
appeared. The quote first appeared in the 1990s, 3 decades after Churchill's death.
I would that one an L for sure.
No, this week was hard. This week was hard. All right, all right. Here you go. Fact or crap? A Purdue University research project proved that pigs can understand and use a joystick to operate video game tasks on a computer monitor. Fact or crap? Now, if you remember, they do have goldfishes that play video games and monkeys that play video games. So I'm like, why not pigs? Right? Why not pigs?
Yeah, that one a hog.
But it's
That
like,
was
are
a
they
hog.
smart
Man.
enough for
That was
that? They
a
don't
hog.
have opposable thumbs, so it's just like a joystick. Nah, I'm not believing that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what they gonna do? Cause don't like what pig got his feet like hooves or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
it's like hooves and then their nose. But then again, if you also look
Yeah,
at it, dogs also know how to do the little tapping on the mat or whatever. And then, that's how they communicate. So it'll be like, oh, walk, walk. And you sit there, keep pressing the button.
Dad, I know what you're talking about. Bitch, bitch, bitch. I'm gonna go with crap on that one. I'm gonna go with crap on that one.
Ready?
Don't tell me it, bruh. Don't tell me it's
Fact.
a fact.
Fact.
What the fuck? Nigga?
Pig feet. Literally, this was like pig feet.
What the fuck? That's some bullshit.
You got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the first full week of trivia.
this
So
week was crazy.
this was hard.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was some whole shit.
you ready?
Fuck the pig, play some games, nigga. Imagine, hey, bro, imagine you getting whooped in 2K by a pig. Motherfucker hitting emojis on you and shit and doing backflips and shit. 3-pointer, green bean.
That nigga ain't even
Piglet, nigga.
using that nigga's using playing percentage. He's not even using user time.
I'm dead. Yeah, he
Cooking
gonna
your
start calling
ass.
you Piglet. He gonna be like, I'm your father, you Piglet.
All right, here we
Wait, I
go.
don't care what nobody say. Rage quit.
Factor crap. It is generally believed that most dogs have intelligence equal to that of a 4-year-old human. Speaking of dogs,
Yeah, or better. Or better.
I believe,
That's
bro,
or better.
Zoe terrorizes me. I know nobody gonna believe me, but Zoe be terrorizing me because I be telling
Oh,
her
you little black dog?
yes, I be telling her to do like little specific shit that she's done before. It's just like, hey, go lay down over. Hey, stay out of here, dude. Don't sit on this, don't sit on that, whatnot. She'll wait till I will leave and then go do the specific shit I told her not to. She won't do nothing out of the ordinary whenever I'm so she'll come back and forth, she'll go eat, she'll go do whatever. As soon as I leave, oh, it's go time.
Why do you say they said? Why do you think they say taking care of a dog is like taking care of a child?
No, for real.
Yeah, for that exact reason. For that exact reason. Like what the hell?
So you ready?
Yeah, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I said it's a fact. I think it's a fact.
Crap. Some experts think that most dogs are intelligent as a 2-year-old human and easier to housebreak to. Not 4, 2. So only 2 years younger. So right now, Andre and Zoe have the same.
But see, I don't believe that. Cause think about this. Think about this. There's dogs, like say for instance, there's dogs that is trained to sniff out drugs. No 2-year-old can do that, even if taught. You see what I'm saying?
But it's also different
Like
senses, though.
but that's my point. You see what I'm saying? So how can they say it's equivalent to a 2-year-old when dogs then pull people out of fires and help people call 911? You know what I'm saying? You know, like actually save lives. Name a 2-year-old that did that. Highway.
But I mean, but like I said, they train for that though. Because like if you think about it, with the dog, a dog is much different than a baby, at least like
But that's what I'm
fundamentally
saying.
wise.
Even with a 2-year-old, with a 2-year-old, like say for instance, I'll put it like this. What about the age of the dog? You know what I'm saying? They just
True,
can't say all types of dogs.
true.
You
I
see
feel
what I
like,
mean? Like you said, the dogs had training. So if a dog didn't have training, then if it's a stupid dog, then yes, it's gonna have the brain output of a fucking 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? But there's other dogs that you like you said, that are trained to do shit that most humans can't even.
but see, I've always known dogs to only do like if it's one thing they train for, that's the one thing that's it. One, I mean, besides like playing and whatnot. But like with a baby, you can tell them get down, do this, do that. Eventually they start picking it up. So I would assume it's like the same principle there. So it's like the ability to learn. Now what they learn, I guess, would be different. That's the best way to
Like I
put
said,
that.
I think it also depends on the age of the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like say for instance, a stray dog versus a dog that's been finger fed all his life. Which one do you think would survive in a change of circumstance? The stray dog. See
Facts.
what I mean? Because if you take a home dog and put it with a pack of wolves,
Oh,
that
that nigga's
motherfucker
gone.
gonna get bullied. You know
That
what I'm
nigga's
saying?
gone.
Multiple right, but multiple people have taken stray dogs, made them into home dogs. See what I mean?
Yeah. You ready
So
for
like
the
I said, it just all depends on yeah, let me see.
you ready for the last question of the week? We're gonna see if we can end this one on a high note.
Yeah,
Fossils of
I
600 million year old tiny humanoids were discovered in Antarctica. 600 million-year-old tiny humanoids. What do they mean by humanoids,
think
first
that
off?
like human dash robots. Human android, humanoid.
Isn't like in scientific humanoids, I guess it's like human related though, because like you gotta remember, it's just like there's the stuff, the new stuff they slapped on there, and then they got like the old definitions and whatnot. So when they say humanoids, I think kind of it's human like, but it's not completely human.
Let's look it up. What does humanoid mean? Can you hear that?
No, just read it. You could just tell me what she said.
It says having an appearance or character resembling that of a human. So you was
See,
right.
see, scientific. I'm gonna say honestly, I'm gonna say crap because I feel like even with like the Neanderthals and the people from the Mount Caucasus, but
Right.
I feel like even they still resembled like a good like I know like the bone structure because of like diet would not changes, but like I think it was still like 90% the same. Like I think it was still like we wouldn't have to say humanoid, we just say human, right? So
Right. Uh,
I'm gonna say crap.
Yeah, let's go. Let's. Well, you since you went with crap, I'm gonna go with fact. I've been off.
Okay, okay.
Fact.
It's crap.
Ain't
let's
that a
make
bitch?
let's make no
That a
bones
bitch.
about it. They were not. See, and that's what I was saying. Because if you talking scientific and you say humanoid, bro, I'm thinking alien instantly. Alien.
Yeah,
As
right.
in, we are not from this earth. They were the first beings before, and we just evolved.
But ain't that a bitch? But shit, we can go ahead and get ready to close this shit out. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir.
You got
It's
things
already been
to
an
do.
hour. Um, we gotta work on our outro. So what is our outro gonna be?
Oh, shit. We can just do a quick rundown of everything. You know what I'm saying? So we can do it like this. Like conclusion of this episode. Like we went over different things like AI and all that. Put your hard
Rock
work, different
down to
things.
generative
You know what
AI.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then like we talked about dumbing things down for people who really want to learn. Like, and it's not really an offensive term, so I don't want nobody to get offended by it. But like before you learn anything, you are considered dumb.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And especially in the eyes of another person in the world. Until you show them you know what you're talking about, you consider another dumb motherfucker. Because if
right,
they gotta baby you, that's another motherfucker I gotta teach it. So whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? But most people condone that shit. A lot of people like teaching.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like if you one of them people that selfish and lazy and all that, you know what I'm saying? AI ain't for you. Get your ass up and go do something with your motherfucking life. Stop taking shortcuts. But people actually trying to do something with their life, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Like what people going through, 'cause you never know what somebody dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, kudos to everybody that's pushing through the BS and actually using AI the right way.
All righty. Thank you for that recap, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. I did have something here, so I'm gonna be reading off of it until I get it committed to memory. All right, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the ITSF podcast, which is a space built for real entertainment, real conversations with real creators and culture. Whether it's music, content, business, or the grind behind the scenes, the technical difficulties. So we didn't. Now you realize I didn't have to mess with no audio this time. I did not kick my computer. Not kicking my computer all 2026. Uh, but man, I feel like if you tuning in, you're here because you building something too, or you just here for the vibes, for the laughs and whatnot. All trying to build towards something. Like we were saying before, there are some things that was said that may hurt your feelings, and you know what we say: if the shoe fits,
Where
that's what I'm saying. All right, we'll catch you. We'll be out of here. You have a good one, sir. I'm about to I'm gonna be editing this the same day.
for sure, do you dug it? Hey, y'all stay productive, stay creative, know what I'm saying? Be safe.
All righty.